I'm Rhod Gilbert, stand-up comedian. People tell me I've got the toughest job in town, but I'm sure I'd find other things far more difficult. So I'm ditching my regular job and trying something completely different. This is my work experience. And this week, I'm a rugby coach. I've been told to come down to the Welsh Rugby Union's National Centre of Excellence, which is ironic, because I played rugby for 15 years and didn't score a single point. I had the worst record since Shut Up Your Face, but if there was a rugby coach hiding inside me, they'd bend me over and scrummage it out of me right here. This is the classroom. I think my first challenge is getting as far as the class. The reason I was so bad at rugby was I didn't have a clue what was going on. I didn't understand the game at all. And somehow, for 15 years, nobody noticed. I think the National Centre of Excellence, they might just spot it.
Hi Rod, welcome. My name's John Evans and welcome to WRU Coaching Children's Rugby Award.
Children.
Afraid so, sir.
You could fit everything I know about rugby on Martin Johnson's Johnson, but at least I'd only be coaching kids.
What do you see coaching as?
I see coaching as partnering with individuals in a thought-provoking and creative process that inspires them to maximise their personal and professional potential. I don't know about you guys, it's just my... it's my personal take on it, John, that is.
Glad we're on the same page. So, Rod, I see coaching as partnering with individuals in a thought-provoking...
By a strange coincidence, my ideas on coaching kids matched the Welsh Rugby Union's word for word. But as the day went on, it was clear I had a lot to learn.
Ready?
These are the attributes that you need to have to be a good coach. You have to be a leader. You have to be organised, and you have to motivate your players. You have to be more of a role model, enable them to be decision makers.
In that case, John, me and my team are up shit creek.
And most of all, be able to develop their skills.
Sans paddle.
A role model, leader. I was going to have to be a cross between Warren Gatland and Nelson Mandela. Warren Mandelson.
I'm supposed to be a role model because they're going to be watching everything and learning from me, and I have to be motivating and positive, and that's not going to come naturally.
Things didn't improve when John stuck me on his gimp lead. His techniques were a cross between bondage and crufts. But he also had some handy tools to help with my personal creative thingy.
The Welsh Rugby Union have come up with an acronym, and what we call it is APES, OK? So whenever we deliver a session, it's got to be active, purposeful, enjoyable, safe. So it's a nice, easy acronym for us to remember, OK? APES, and it rolls off the tongue.
I'd find it easier if it was purposeful, enjoyable, active, safe. Peas is easier than apes, isn't it? Peas roll off the tongue far better than an ape would.
I was doing badly on the theory and already knew I was crap at the practical side. But in the kids' tag game, there's no tackling. And with no fear of being snapped in two like a runt twiglet, I was flying. My team started winning until John brought me down with a bump.
I noticed you were keeping score. Is it important that we actually find a winner?
Well, I would say yes, but I can tell by your face that the answer is no, it's not that important.
It's not important, is it? Because it's all about the taking part. And I know it's a very old cliche, but as long as the kids are having fun, that's the winner as far as we're concerned, because it's enjoying that game of rugby.
Bollocks.
What can you say?
Oh, well, ping my jockstrap. I'd scored the first points of my career and had a bloody row for it. But for the first time in my life, I was a bona fide point scorer, and no way was John gonna piss on my parade. But moments later, John pissed on my parade. He wanted to test my coaching skills and drop-kicked me right in the deep end with the elite Welsh women's national squad.
Rod now is going to deliver a session to you and looking at the A's and D's and looking at lateral pass, OK? So I'm going to hand you over to Rod.
Great, good work, everyone. Passing. Yeah? It's cool, isn't it?
With an elite team, my fledgling confidence was quickly booted into touch. This was a different ball game. Well, it was the same ball game, but at a very different level. Like Noel Edmonds standing on a shag pile carpet, I was totally out of my depth.
Good work. It's very difficult to be authoritative when you don't know what's going on. I've got to just try and look commanding. Just get warmed up. Let's just get it running through the line, across, nice and stay deep.
Thankfully, they knew exactly what they were doing, because I was flailing round like a cow trying to get in a dinghy, until I inadvertently stumbled on a foolproof strategy.
Good work. That's it. Good work. That's it. That's all you have to do, shout good work. That's it. Watch this. Good work. That's it. Good work.
I knew nothing, but by shouting random positive stuff, nobody was noticing. So I started mowing them down like Clive Woodward with a pump-action compliment gun.
Incredible. Fantastic. Oh, simply wonderful. 5 stars. A thrilling must-see. Good work. That's it. Good work. I think that went really well.
You're supposed to put us all in and talk about the drill, what went right and what went wrong. And
Okay, everyone in that. Good drill, everyone. Yeah?
Yeah. What can we improve on?
Just running and passing and stuff.
Scrum pox. I'd been rumbled. I was to coaching elite rugby what disposable paper underpants are to high diving. But I did get a few more tips.
You just need to coach a bit more rather than shouting out random words. So things like, you know, hands up and follow through, be a bit more specific.
I left the girls following through. The day had been a mixed bag, but I'd completed the course and John gave me a coaching placement.
And what we've got for you next plan then is you're going to go down to Whitland and you're going to coach the under-8s down there. What lessons are you going to take down to Whitland?
It's about the taking part. We've got to build their skills. And it's not about the winning at all.
It'll be nice, though, won't it? It'll be nice. I come home with that trophy.
What trophy?
I'll bring a trophy. A few days later, I winged it down to Whitland in Carmarthenshire. I'd been exposed at elite level, but I was still sure I'd know more than a bunch of toddlers. Before I got stuck in, club chairman Jason Bowen met me in the middle of a field to give me the lowdown.
So in about 2 weeks' time, we have a festival of rugby here in Whitland.
Festival.
A festival, yeah.
This was the area's biggest kids' rugby event, an annual non-competitive brat fest with hundreds of mini rugby scroats rocking up to have fun, but definitely not win. This year, Whitland were hosts, and Jason would be fly-tipping his under-8s into my care tonight.
My plan tonight is trying to get them listening to me and try and start sort of running through some of these moves and trying to advance them in their personal and professional potential in thought-provoking creative ways.
I knew nothing about under-8s. To me, they're mints you have early in the evening. And I hadn't had time to do any coaching plans. But I was sure I could show these rusk munchers a thing or two. I'd be taking over from their beloved coach Simon, and with a few weeks until the festival, I was feeling good.
I'm your new coach. Hello? 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 Where should I stand? Here?
There.
Right, here, is it?
Forward.
Forward. A bit forward there?
There.
Right. OK, now what do I do?
Pass the ball to us.
Do I tell you what to do? What's your name?
Sophie.
Sophie.
With Sophie's help, I was off to a cracking start. Time to partner with individuals in a thought-provoking and creative process that would inspire them to maximise their personal and professional potential.
Who wants a game of rats and rabbits?
I was winging it, and they loved this game we'd never heard of. As their role model and leader, it was time to knock this ropey regiment of rodents into shape.
Rats and rabbits, it says.
Can you explain it, please?
Yes, I'm going to explain it, Sophie, if you just give me a second for rats and rabbits. Rats.
We don't understand the game.
I'm trying to explain it. If you'd all just shut up.
You're boring and you can't explain anything.
I'm trying to explain it. I can't explain it. We're all... Oh, God.
Jock rot. 8 minutes in and it was carnage. I was already regretting not planning things out in advance.
I think I'm lacking a bit of gravitas. Sophie is just taking control. This is what happens in societies. This is like Lord of the Flies.
I've got an idea.
What? What is it? A different game.
Rugby know-it-all Sophie was a pint-sized punnet of precociousness. Her superior coaching skills were making me look a right flanker.
Everybody has to run. They have to tag them. And then once they get to the other side, if someone's tagged the other person, then they're all with the other person.
What?
You have to pick. If you don't get it, ask Simon.
Give me a cheer if you understand this game, Bulldogs. Carry on then.
13 minutes into my career as a coach, I'd been relegated to assistant coach by a 7-year-old.
Tell us when to go.
On your marks. Get set.
Just say go.
I'm not...
Say go, okay?
Go!
Sophie may have been wearing shorts, but she was clearly wearing the trousers. In the absence of any plan, I resorted to my shouting positive stuff technique while she did the coaching.
Good work.
It's not supposed
That's it.
to be with the ball.
Good work. Oh, isn't it?
No.
Oh, come on, you should know this, guys. There's no ball in Bulldogs, is there? Do you think I'm doing a good job? Why not?
Because you don't know anything. You don't know even what Bulldogs is, and everybody knows what
this?
Bulldogs
Let's have the ball then, please.
My initial confidence gone, my head was spinning like a rat on a ceiling fan. And moving on to tag rugby, Genghis Sophie was losing patience.
is. Now we need to play the game properly.
But I'm trying to...
Well, they won't play the game properly.
I know they won't.
So you need to get them to play the game properly. Just shout at them. Shout at them.
Right, that's it. I'm doing it. Why won't you play this game?
I had less authority than a retired lollipop man. And Whitland's answer to Bart Simpson, Richard, was taking full advantage.
You just kicked me in the leg. If somebody kicks me in the shin really hard deliberately, I will put you on a yellow card.
What's the red one? If it's like that...
No, even if it's like that, Richard. I'm glad you're interested in the technicalities of how hard you kick me.
Even in my kit, I was no more a coach than Chris Tarrant in a wheelbarrow is Bodicea.
What does that even mean?
It means you're sent off forever. Gotta go red, Richard. Apart from them throwing grass directly in my face, kicking me really hard in the shin, and tremendous insubordination from Sophie, apart from that, it's going quite well.
My gangly gaggle of cheeky shitsters had me by the driving mauls. And Genghis Sophie was the first to mention the elephant on the pitch.
You're not like Simon.
Oh, Simon. Where's Simon? I want Simon.
Simon's the bestest coach in the world.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
No, he's not.
Simon was their hero. So much sun shone out of his arse you could grow tomatoes in his underpants. So poo-pooing him didn't go down well.
is. You are not anything like a good coach. Put your hands on
Okay.
if you think he's being a good coach. Simon back. We want Simon. 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 Rip his stuff up. Rip it all up.
Yes, I know you're going to rip it all up.
I know why you're rubbish, because you haven't teached us a lot today, because you're dumb.
I failed as a coach.
You're not a coach.
You know when your coaching days are over, when your pupils have ripped your teaching materials to shreds in your face. Yes.
If you can be a good coach, you just have to prove it.
Can I, Sophie?
Yes.
Do you believe in me?
Yes.
Thanks, Sophie.
Get them play rugby properly. It's not just this silly game. Because it's a bit annoying. You need to play stuff like tag.
Do you think I'll ever be as good as your coach, Simon?
No one's ever going to be better than him.
Really?
But you might be the second match. If you try harder.
Okay.
My empty coaching plans lay in shreds. Sophie's coaching skills had exposed all my failings. I wasn't even fit to rub suntan oil on Simon's bottom. How was I going to lead this team to anything? Saint Simon was more popular than Father Christmas. If I had any chance of replacing him, I had to do something drastic. My rescue plan involved a local fun park and some industrial-scale bribery.
I think I've got some serious bridges to build. And today, it's going to be about team building. Just getting them to like me. Oh, fun, Richard, fun.
Sophie was no taller than a grilled tomato, but threw her weight around like a full-cooked breakfast. To coach this team, I had to get her to accept me as leader.
We're going to take things up a gear now, Sophie. I'm the coach, you're my assistant coach. It's very important that you trust me and that you listen to every word I say. So to make things a bit more interesting, you're going to drive now blindfolded, so you won't be able to see anything. You have to listen to my voice and take my instruction, OK? I'm going to put it on. Put that on now. Right. Hang on a second, Kai. It's a very tense moment. You stand back now, Kai. This could go horribly wrong. If I say left, go right, go right. Say yes, coach.
Yes, coach.
Right, OK. Let's set off then. That's it, good. Left, 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 left. Hard as you can, left. You're going left, that's it. No, you're going left. Oh, you're going left. Turn right a bit. Oh! It's not easy, this, is it?
My plan to force Sophie into second in command was the best idea since Noah took poo bags on his ark. After this, she'd look up to me like a god.
you have more confidence in me now as coach?
No.
Good work.
Oh, my aching scrum cap. Now my rescue plan needed rescuing. I'd driven Sophie, or at least navigated her, to a nervous breakdown. I had to have her backing, so I let her get revenge.
That's it. Good work. I've let them absolutely soak me right through to my pants. They don't think I'm the best coach in the world after this. I give up.
It was a pathetic attempt to get Sophie back on side, and Bart Simpson, sorry Richard, was keen to know if it had worked.
Good work. Good, that's it.
Sophie like you now?
Yeah, she likes me now. We're friends now. Do you like me now, Richard?
No, I hate you.
You hate me. OK, still a bit of work to do there.
Apart from Bart Richardson's open hatred, my plan was working well, and I even started sneaking in some rugby coaching.
Rugby is a contact sport, guys. Take the knocks, and once you're down, you've got to get up quickly. Come on, Sophie.
It won't go.
It won't go.
Come on, Rhod. What are you doing?
I think it's just my body weight and gravity. Good work. That's it.
As I cunningly wormed my way into their affections with more and more fun, it wasn't long before even the Bart man cracked.
You like me now, Rich?
Yeah.
Good boy. Progress.
By the end of the day, it felt like mission accomplished. The sun may not have shone out of my arse like Simon's, but at least my butthole wasn't raining anymore.
Hands in the middle.
I can't me. My one can't play.
Who had a good time?
Me.
Okay, do you think we can work together now and I can be your coach?
Yeah.
Do you think we've become a team today?
Yeah.
Do you think we can go on and have fun in the festival?
Yeah.
Give me a C.
Sweet.
Give me an O. Give me an A. Give me a C. Give me an H. What have we got?
At last, they'd called me the C word, and my bum clouds were clearing. But would our diminutive dictator finally accept me as coach?
So the other day, it was pretty bad. Everybody chased me off the pitch, ripped up my coaching notes. You said if I tried really hard, I could make it as a coach. Do you think I've done it?
Yeah.
Are we going to work as a team now?
Yes.
Are you just saying yes to all my questions because you want to go home?
No.
I think you are. Give me a fist pump. Right, off you go. I'll see you Friday. You've come a long way. I think I've won their trust a bit. Friday's training session will be a lot different to last time.
With the fun festival, almost upon us, this was my last chance to whip them into shape. This time I'd done my coaching homework and planned an evening as tightly packed as Adam Jones's hairnet.
I'm pumped, I'm psyched, and I am determined that this one goes better than the last one. Today I've got a plan. P-E-A-S. I'm keeping P's in my mind. Everything I learnt on my initial coaching course. P for purposeful. E, that'll make it more enjoyable. A, active, keep them more active. Get them playing. If I get that right, P-E-A right, S, safe. It'll be a safe environment for me.
Like a man who's tried piercing his eyebrow with a harpoon, I wasn't going to make the same mistake twice. This time I really was going to inspire the shit out of them in a thought-provoking and creative process and give them stickers.
Much better. First rate. Hot. Not sure about that. It's not about shouting random words from the sidelines. It's about sticking random stickers on kids.
Early bird Freddie was the first to witness the new, well-prepared Coaches Maxi Fun.
Next one. That's it. Good work, Freddie. OK? It's a different story now this week, isn't it? Does it feel different to you this week, Freddie?
Yeah.
Good. Good work. That's it. Another one out that way. A bit bigger pitch this week. Practically a performing seal now. That doesn't look quite straight there, Freddie. See at the end, you've got a little kink in it. OK, if we could sort that out. Good lad. That's it. That one, yeah. OK, that's it. OK, now move it slightly that way. Slightly that way. No, not you. No, with the cone. No, no, Freddie. Stop. Back the other way. Yeah, and stop. There. Slightly forward. That's enough. Oh, a bit. No, 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 no. Brilliant sticker. Shake hands. Good lad. OK.
Simon would take Bart Richardson and the Uber Tots, while I'd prepare Sophie and the older kids for the Grudge Tournament. Sorry, Fun Festival.
Under 8s on that pitch, please.
Under 8s
7s stay here with me. So, Richard.
Under 8s for
Lucas,
me, then.
here.
I'm going to try and teach them some ball skills that'll be useful. All good close quarters handling skills. Once you've passed the ball, I want you going round on all fours as your favourite animal. What are you going to go as, Freddie?
Ferret.
Freddie's going to go as a ferret. Go for it. On all fours. Polecat, please. Hey, work. Ferret. 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 He's off, he's a monkey. The monkey's going, the monkey's going.
I was a different me, keeping them P, E, A and S. I still wasn't a bumshine coach like Simon, but at least they were responding.
Let's come in then, let's get a sticker. Let's get a sticker, it's good work, good work. Who wants stellar student?
Me.
Okay, who wants cool?
Me.
Cool, Freddie gets cool.
I don't care what I've been told.
Because Whitland kids are good as gold.
Whitland kids are good as gold.
Pick somebody early, George, and stick with them like glue. That's good, Freddie, good running. Go on, George, go. Good, Sophia, good. That's good, Freddie. I've got loads of authority. They're listening to me. I've got real gravitas, much more focused tonight.
I had to choke back the tears. Just a week earlier, I'd been physically abused, the worst coach they'd ever had. Now I was pretty sure I was the best.
Come on, who thinks I'm a good coach?
To be honest with you, in the middle. In the middle. In the middle.
Give me
Who
a...
thinks he's in the middle? Me.
In the middle?
Okay, so maybe I'd never need sunglasses to wipe my own bottom like St. Simon, but I was improving all the time. And secretly, I started to think there was a chance we could win this rugby bloodbath. I mean, have fun at this festival.
I don't care what I've been told. Whitland kids are good as gold. Win or lose, we never fold. Because Whitland kids are good as gold. That was just me singing, that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Once you got a sticker, you can go now, and I'll see you all Sunday, okay?
I lost one.
You lost one.
I lost
You
mine.
get two, okay? Go on, just help yourself.
Care what I've been told. Whitland kids are good as gold. Lovely. Lovely. Bye.
Bye-bye. You rest up. No late nights, okay? No partying. That was a lot better. And they may say I'm only middling. I'm making progress. And I reckon I did a great job. So, roll on Sunday.
The big day. These empty fields would soon be infested with kids from across southwest Wales. I hadn't been this nervous since I invited David Cameron to a hog roast. This was my final chance to prepare my team to knock 7 shades of shit out of their rivals. I mean, get them ready for a fun day, whatever the outcome.
I think now, finally, they accept me as their coach. I think we'll all pull together today. Now we're finally here at the championship. Festival. Just got to try really hard to remind myself of that. It's not about the winning, it's the taking part. It's not about the winning, it's the taking part.
As rival teams arrived, I eavesdropped on the other coaches, who no doubt were taking a totally non-competitive, fun-based approach.
What I'm saying is, when you've got the ball, don't run towards your sideline! Ah!
Let's concentrate. Can be ready, boys, anytime. Up on your feet, yeah, up on your feet.
Are we going to win? Maybe. Are we going to win? Maybe. Does it matter?
Not really.
Does it matter?
Not really.
What's important?
Having fun and taking part.
What's important?
Having fun and taking part.
The other teams looked awesome, and sensing our pitiful posse of pretenders was in trouble, even Bart Richardson turned up to lend his support.
You're on the coaching team, okay? So I want you looking, thinking, eyes up, ears open, see what the team needs.
Every time I'm going to help Simon.
You're going to help Simon. Good boy. Shake hands then. Good luck today. Thanks, Richard. That means a lot. We've had our difficulties, but today we're a team, aren't we? Good boy.
Now on the coaching staff, Bart Richardson brought his own thought-provoking and inspiring ideas.
I want you guys acting like a team.
I'm
with
farting everywhere.
Richard, not farting everywhere. All I want to say, once Richard stopped farting, all I want to say is...
Can we just play now?
Yeah, the problem is, Kian, if everybody's just making farting noise, it's really hard for me to get my point across, isn't it? And if somebody else has got the ball on your team, you're going with them, supporting them, OK?
Who wants to lick my foot?
I don't want to lick your foot, OK? It's a nice offer, thanks. We're about to go on. We're playing St. David's first. Are we psyched up?
Yeah!
Are we ready to have fun?
Yeah!
And take part?
Yeah!
And if we win, so be it.
Who's having the man of the match medal?
Well, we don't know yet, so if we don't arrange these things in advance, this isn't Qatar.
Our first game underway, good time or not, I soon realised we were taking a stuffing. Still, nobody was counting, and we had more games to come, so I plied my plucky heroes with encouragement.
Good, Kian. Good, Kian. Pass it. Pass. Good talking. Good talking. Really good support play, guys. Really good. I think it's going okay. I feel like their coach. They feel like my team. I think everyone is having a really good time. I could be wrong.
Next game, we're smashed 25-5, but nobody's keeping score, least of all me. Sophie and I are working well together, even if we disagree on team nutrition.
When it's fizzy, it's got sugar in.
No, that's not true.
Fizzy.
Fizzy is a carbonation process that puts bubbles in it. It's totally different, totally independent of sugar content. You know
It's
that.
actually got sugar in it.
Why are you drinking it then?
Because I like sugar. Yeah, it's bad for your teeth.
It's bad for your teeth.
Every time I go to the dentist,
Don't you want to be in a
there's
tooth?
nothing wrong.
Oh, well, just keep slamming the sugar in, is it? I'll tell you what, every time I go to the doctor, he tells me I haven't got a broken leg. Come get a hammer, we'll hit it, shall we?
Somehow we were achieving the impossible. The more we played, the less we scored. But I was beginning to understand the non-competitive philosophy.
I'm starting to see the benefit of this not about the winning bit, because thankfully it's not about the winning, because we've lost all our games. But we've all had fun, we've all taken part. Just we haven't had as much fun or taken part as much as the other teams. We've got to smash these last ones.
Our final match, and I couldn't help myself any longer. This fun business was all very well, but we had to win one bloody game.
Now more than ever, I need you to be quiet, all ears, no mouth, right? Look at that team over there, look at those Blues. They look semi-professional. How good do they look?
Rubbish.
Rubbish. That's the attitude. That is the attitude. Because to me, they look amazing. These guys look organised, they're disciplined. Look at them, they're standing there ready like machines. They are going to be good. These guys could murder us, okay? Right?
They're not going to, because I'll just beat them up.
Okay, I need you to step up a gear. We need to take it up a gear. We need to play, and this is our last game. Let's play out of our skins and show them what Whitman can do, yeah?
It didn't matter at all, but it all came down to this.
Are you firing on all cylinders? Good boy. Let's get on the line. Come on, look at them. Chase it. Good boy. Go with her then. That's good work, Sophie. Good work, Freddie. Good work. Go on. Go on, Freddie.
Our final opponents were a macabre exercise in robotic perfection. Their young eyes bent on destruction. They were smashing the Phil Bennett out of us.
Good try. It's a good try. Unlucky, Whitland. Good. Semi-professional, these guys. Probably half of them are paid, these players.
The rival Robotots slaughtered us. But you know what? My lot didn't care. They were too busy doing their best, playing a game they loved and supporting each other.
Run fast, I'll be right behind you.
Right, let's look for the gaps, guys. Look for the gaps.
And with just seconds remaining, my little team's hard work paid off. Not that it mattered.
Good work. Go on, George. 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 Great play. Great play, Whitland. Well done, Whitland. Good
The
work.
final whistle should have come as a relief, but we were having a ball, and I'd never been prouder of my little band of merry mischief makers. I'd learnt a valuable lesson about getting kids interested in sport and the importance of preparation, and they'd learnt loads about life, friendship, authority, etc., etc. Oh, and maybe even something about rugby.
3 cheers for Lacher then, Whitland. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Well done, George. Great try there. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Did it feel good?
Yeah.
You had fun?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Who's man of the match?
Eh?
Who's man of the match? Enjoy that, boy.
If it means that much to you, so you can be man of the match.
Yeah.
But does it mean that much, really? It does. Okay. So so much you can do. Well done. Congratulations, man of the match.
Where's my medal?
Eh? I haven't got any medals, have I? I didn't know you were going to invent man of the match at the start of the day. You should have brought your own medal. You've arranged all this, haven't you? Huh? There's one. There's one Gilbert. There's a Gilbert. One Gilbert. Two Gilberts. Three Gilberts. Good boy, Keon. It's a confused report there at the end. I can't begrudge it too much. Simon's put in the hard yards. He's got them this far, really. Don't get me wrong, it'd be nice if they were all chanting my name now. It'd be great, but it's not about the winning, is it? Thankfully, again, it's about the taking part.
Find out more about the series and an interview with Rhod on the BBC Cymru View website. Head for bbc.co.uk/Cymru View.